What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another daily deck tech video, and once again back with another viewer request. Been going for like 2 months straight with viewer requests. If you want to see your commander made into a deck tech, drop it in the comments down below and I will get that done for you. But without further ado, if you like the videos, if you like Magic for the Working Class and anything else in between, feel free to subscribe only if you feel I've earned it. Now, without further ado, we have Ultron, Artificial Malevolence. So, Ultron here, I added him to a deck the other day because I got the viewer request for this version of him, and this version was sweet. So what's he do? Whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, you may pay 2 generic, and if you do, create a token that's a copy of it. If the token isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/2 robot. Villain creature in addition to its other types. So we're going to play some artifacts, we're going to make them into robots that are 2/2s, and we're going to hopefully beat face with our swarm of robots and hopefully do their thing, you know, right? That's what we're going to do. So who's our supporting cast? We have some big heavy hitters in the Planeswalker zone. Normally I'm not a huge fan of Planeswalkers in Commander. However, these ones are both bombs and utility. So we have Karn, Living Legacy. The fact that he creates Power Stones for a +1 in an artifact deck is very good. He's the 4 loyalty for 4. The +1 is what I use him for the most. Putting all of those into play, but don't discount his -1, which is pay any amount of mana. Look at that many cards from the top of your library and put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's actually pretty good. Helps you look through the top of your deck and maybe find something that you want. And then if, by some miracle of God, you manage to -7 him, you get an emblem with tap an untapped artifact you control. This emblem deals 1 damage to any target. Remember, emblems are not interactable because Wizards did the silly thing with that in design. So, you know, if you do get to manage to pop them off with all the artifacts we're going to be making, you can just plop out 1,000,000 damage. We have Karn, Scion of Urza. He starts with 5 loyalty for 4. +1 is reveal 2 cards from the top of your library. An opponent chooses one of them, put that card in your hand, and exile the other one with a silver counter on it. And then you can -1 to put a card with a silver counter on it. From exile into your hand, but super importantly, he can protect himself because his last ability is -2, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. You can make 2 of these, in fact, before you have to start +1ing him again. We have Ugin the Ineffable. Colorless spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. What a absolute Chad. He's a 4 loyalty for 6. And his +1 is really good. I've never felt bad about +1ing Ugin. Exile the top card of your library, face down, look at it, create a 2/2 colorless spirit creature token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. So it's better than like Manifest Dread or Manifest, right? Because it's just going to go into your hand regardless. And then you -3 to destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Also pretty good. And then we have Big Papa Ugin, the original. He's a 7 loyalty for 8, +2, he deals 3 damage to any target, -X, exile target, or each permanent with mana value X or less, that's 1 or more colors, and -10, you essentially win the game. You gain 7 life, you draw 7 cards, and then you put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. You do busted things, that's what it does. Now for creatures. We're running 28 creatures in this deck, friends. Lots and lots and lots of them. Look at all these dudes. Look at them all. Now look at me. Yes, that is a K-pop reference. I like K-pop. Burnished Heart. It's a 2/2 for 3. You pay 3, sack it, and search for 2 basic land cards and put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Which is fun, because if you play it and you have 2 extra mana available, you can make a token copy of that artifact, and then you can get 4. Not bad. 4 lands for 6 isn't a terrible rate. Well, you know, a little bit more than 6, but you know what I mean. We have Chief of the Foundry, other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1, pump your robot tokens and your other dudes. Crashing Drawbridge, creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. We have Crypto Thrall, other artifact creatures you control have hexproof. This card's $1,000,000 because they have not reprinted it. They could easily do it too because it's a construct and not a Necron. And Crypto Thrall is like you know, vague enough that you could make it into an in-universe card. We have Cyberman Patrol, which is artifact creatures you control have afflict 3, which means if they become blocked, defending player loses 3 life. So they're gonna have to choose whether they want to just lose 3 life or take the damage from the tokens. We have Darksteel Colossus in here. Yes, Blightsteel should probably be in here, but we're already at $500, so cheaped out a little bit here. And he's under $1. Man, I remember when this card was like $25. Trample, Indestructible, 11/11 for 11. If he would be put into the graveyard from anywhere, reveal him and shuffle it into your owner's library. We do have some cost reducers in Foundry Inspector and Joyra's Familiar, and I think one more, or not? No, just these two. We have Glaring Fleshraker in here, a 2/2 for 3. He's an Eldrazi, and whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature, add, a colorless. And then whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, Glaring Fleshraker deals 1 damage to each opponent. This guy gets out of hand exceedingly fast. Just absolutely a terrifying little dude. We have Iron Spider, Stark Upgrade. He is a power crap version of Steel Overseer. He has Vigilance, and you can tap him to put a 1/1 counter on each artifact, creature, and or vehicle you control, and you can remove 2 1/1 counters from among artifacts you control to draw a card. We have Karn, Legacy Reforged. His power and toughness are each equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control, and at the beginning of your upkeep, add a colorless for each artifact you control. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So he adds a bunch of mana, and he gets real big. We have Kudotha Forge Masters. Sacrifice 3 artifacts. Search your library for an artifact card. Put it onto the battlefield. Use this to grab, your big bombs. Down here, we have, Darksteel Forge, Forsaken Monument, right? We have Panharmonicon in here. Unwinding Clock. Lots of Mirror Box. I did put Mirror Box in this deck. We'll get to that in a minute. But there's a lot of bomb spells that your Kudotha Forge Master can get. We have Mannequin. It's a mana dork. Haha. We have Palladium Myrrh. Also, a little dorky dude. He adds 2 mana. We have Marvin, Murderous Mimic. He has the activated abilities of all creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature. We have Molecule Man in here. Non-land cards you in your hand have Miracle 0. I really wanted to try him out. I don't know how good this card is, but I really wanted to try it, and I think this is the deck to try it in for viewer requests, so that's where I threw him. He's also going for about $45 right now. We have Myr Battlesphere. Whenever this creature enters, create 4 colorless Myrs. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap X untapped Myr you control. If you do, this creature gets +X+0 and deals X damage to target player, planeswalker it's attacking. This used to see Legacy play back in the day, friends. Also, there's a Myr sub-theme in here, because Myrs are good. Myrs are fun. If you have the extra 2, pay the 2 to get 2 Myr Battlespheres, and oh my goodness. Myr Galvanizer. Other Myr you control get +1/+1, and you can tap 1 and tap it to untap each other Myr you control. Not bad. And then you can, with this, you can pay 3. This is Myr Propagator. Pay 3, put a token that's a copy of Myr Propagator onto the battlefield. Okay. Seems pretty good. There is a way. So see these guys here. Yep. See these guys here. There's a way to generate infinite mana with them, right? So what you want to do is, when you put down your Palladium Myr, make a copy of Palladium Myr, right? Then you have 2 Palladium Myrs, so you're netting a total of 4 mana. So you have them. You tap them for 4. You tap your Myr Propagator. This generates a copy of Myr Propagator. You then untap, you then tap your Myr Galvanizer. Oh wait, no. Oh, you need 2 Myr Galvanizers as well, so copy that as well. It's convoluted combo. So 2 of these, 2 of these. You tap Myr Propagator, You tap your Mer Galvanizer to untap all of these. These untap. You do that again. You use your other Mer Galvanizer to untap all of them. Yeah. It's been a while since I did that combo, but I have done that combo before a long time ago, and it was fun when I was able to pull it off. It's super long, it's super convoluted, but you know what? If you can do it, it's fun. Nets you infinite Mers. Specifically Mer Propagators. If you really want to, if you do manage to get 2 Mer Galvanizers and 2 Platinum Mers, you can leave out the Propagator Mer and just generate infinite mana. Because you would tap these for 4, tap 1 to untap them and everything else, then you tap the other one to untap, etc. But there you go, infinite mana. What you do with that is your own prerogative. We then have Shimmer Mer. You may cast artifact spells as though they had flash. Solemn Simulacrum, you know what he does. He fetches a land, he draws a card. Steel Overseer, the original, you just tap him to put a 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. We have the Vision, Flying in Vigilance, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Solar Beam, he gains double strike until end of turn. Density Control, he gains indestructible until end of turn, or, you know, you can draw a card. We have the Walls of Ba Sing Se, gives your other permanents indestructible. If you have the Mirror Gallery out here and you copy it, then all of your stuff is indestructible and you have 2 0/30 walls, which is fun. This deck is fun. We have Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. When he attacks, put a blight counter on target land. For as long as that land has blight counter on it, it loses all land types and abilities and has tap to add 1 generic or 1 colorless. And then whenever you tap a land for colorless, add an additional. We have Ultron, Machine Overlord. Other robots and constructs you control get +2/+2. Wormcoil Engine, Death Touch Lifelink, Old Legacy Staple, 6/6 for 6. When this creature dies, create a 3/3 Phyrexian Worm with Death Touch and 1 with Lifelink. And then we have Zenith Crawler. Whenever a player casts their first multicolored spell each turn, each other player draws a card. It's an excellent little draw spell for you. Sorceries. There aren't a whole lot of colorless sorceries in Instance still, but we have All Is Dust, making each player sacrifice all permanents they control that are 1 or more colors. Get shit on. We have Calamity of the Titans. As an additional cost to cast it, reveal a colorless creature card from your hand. Exile each creature and planeswalker with mana value less than the revealed card's mana value. We have Environmental Sciences, which lets you search for a basic land card, put it in your hand, gain 2 life. Introduction to Annihilation, exile target non-land permanent, its controller draws a card. Introduction to Prophecy, scry 2, then draw a card. Rise of the Eldrazi, this just has all of the abilities of the original Titans. It can't be countered. Destroy target permanent, target player draws 4 cards, take an extra turn after this one, and then you exile Rise of the Eldrazi. Then we have Selective Obliteration. Each player chooses a color. Then exile each permanent unless it's colorless or it's only the color its controller chose. Sorry. Misspoke. Instance, we have Eldrazi Confluence. Choose 3. You can choose the same mode more than once. Target creature gets +3/-3. Use it as a pump or removal. Exile target non-land permanent, then return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Or create a colorless Eldrazi Scion. We have Kozilek's Command. Hey, you could dump your infinite mana into this, which you can choose to create X01 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature tokens. This is really cool because then you can turn your infinite mana into infinite mana with the things, and if you have a glaring Flesh Raker in play, you kill everybody. Target player scries X and draws a card. Exile target creature card with mana value X or less, or exile up to X target cards from graveyards. We also have Scour from Existence, which just exiles a permanent. Now for our artifacts. We have 17 of these things. We have Blink Moth Urn. This, at the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase, if it's untapped, that player adds 1 generic mana to his or her mana pool for each artifact they control. I love this card. I will always love this card, and although it's symmetrical, I will forever play this card in my artifact decks. We have Cloud Key. You can name like artifact, obviously, and make your artifacts cost 1 less. Conjurer's Closet, blink something. This will combo well with your Ultron, because then when they blink, you can pay 2 to copy them. Darksteel Forge, of course, artifacts you control have indestructible. Needs more reprints because it's already back up to $43. This used to be down to like 10. Forsaken Monument, colorless creatures you control get +2/+2 whenever you tap a permanent for colorless. Add an additional colorless. hey, this works with the colorless tappers up top. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, you may gain 2 life. Or sorry, you gain 2 life. We have Genesis Chamber. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, if Genesis Chamber is untapped, that creature's controller creates a 1/1 Myr artifact creature token. Generate some more Myrs for you. Horizon Stone. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes colorless instead. Bank up infinite mana. Leave it in your pool as like a button. Mirror Box. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. See, you can have more than one legend. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1. Each non-token creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with the same name as that creature. Myr Matrix. Card I never see anymore. It's Myr Matrix is indestructible. All Myr get +1/+1, and you can poop out a little Myr. I should have put Myr Turbine in here as well, but I suppose I didn't. We have Mystical Forge, or Mystic Forge. Look at the top card of your library at any time. You can play artifact spells and colorless spells from the top. You will notice I did not put Sensei's Divining Top in here, but if you wanted to be cheeky, put Sensei's Divining Top in here, and as long as you have a cost reducer, you can draw through your whole deck. Panharmonicon. If an artifact entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. Sculpting Steel is in here to copy an artifact. Semblance Anvil. This will make your artifacts cost less by imprinting a non-land card from your hand. Not your artifacts. You could do it with your artifacts. So exile one of your useless artifacts, like the marionette puppet thingy up top, Mana Dork, and then you can make them cost 2 less. Soul Ring's in here, Worn Power Stone's in here, Unwinding Clock, untap all your stuff, and Thran Dynamo's in here. Hey, look, we do have 2 colorless enchantments. We have Eldrazi Conscription, gives something +10/+10, has Trample and Annihilator 2. That's not terrible. And then Echoes of Eternity. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets with a copy. If you really want to be cheeky, throw Mycosynth Lattice into this deck, because that makes this an artifact when it hits the battlefield, which will let you copy it with Ultron, and then just stupid things happen. But I don't feel like having a massive headache trying to track all my triggers and copies for Echoes of Eternity. The card is nutty when it gets online. Well, that's weird. What? Well, this is supposed to be War Room, but for whatever reason, it's just not loading. So we're just going to select this version here. That's weird. For our lands, we obviously are running colorless, so we are running 24 wastes. We have Castle Doom in here, Saxon Artifact to gain a 3/3. We are running the Urza's lands in here. Myriad Landscapes in here, Inventor's Fair, Rogue Passage, right? Oh, and Urza's Factory to poop out assembly workers, because why not? And then obviously we have Urza's Workshop, Metalcraft. For each Urza's land you control, it taps to add a colorless, so it can add 4. But yeah, 5, because you have Urza's Cave as well. But yeah, there you go. That is the build. Now let's go ahead and see how it plays, shall we? Alrighty. Zoom out by 1. Were the Moxfield Gods kind? It looks like it. I got 3 lands to start. We'll draw for our opening turn. We're going to play a Waste. Next turn, I'm going to play a Waste, and I am going to play Zenith Crawler right away. We're going to say this nets me a card. Next turn, we draw, and we have 7 cards in hand. What I am going to do is I'm going to tap all 3, and we're going to play Ultron already. Next turn, plop this down. Don't really feel like playing anything this turn. Next turn, though, we can do this. We can play Urza's Mine. I'm going to go ahead and play Myr Galvanizer. And I am going to make a copy of that. Where's the Robot Villain token? Put that over here. So it's a Robot Villain. So that Robot Villain is a copy of our Myr Galvanizer. already doing fun things here. We'll say we get to draw 2 cards during our opponent's turns. We draw. We have what, 5 lands? Yeah. I'm gonna play Myriad Landscape tapped, and I am actually going to play Karn Legacy Reforged. I don't have my Mirror Gallery, so we're not going to be doing the stuff with him. For this, though, what we're gonna do, we are going to play a Wastes. I am going to play Worn Power Stone. It enters the battlefield tapped. So we'll get another robot villain that's a copy of Worn Power Stone. There we go. By tapping those. Yeah. We'll say we get to draw another. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot about the mana. Duh. I'm stupid. Well, I didn't use my mana. So, pre-combat main phase, I get a colorless for each artifact I control. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Oh, baby. Let's go. 7. I'm going to use 6 of that 7. I did the meme. I don't know what it means. 6 of the 7 to do that. And then I'm going to pay the 1 plus the extra floating to make myself, you know, another robot villain that's a copy of Wormcoil Engine. From there, honestly, I am going to do this. And I'm going to crack that. And I'm going to secure some wastes. Not to be confused with secure the wastes. Put them in. I still have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 available. Aha! Did it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to play Echoes of Eternity. Next turn, we draw. I'm going to play Castle Doom. Alright. What are we going to do with all of our nonsense here? We have so much stuff that we can do. I am going to, well, first of all, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mana. I'm going to use 5 of it for Mermatrix. It gets copied because if a triggered ability or whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. So we get a copy. Oh, I have the copy right here. And then it enters, which triggers this ability. So we're going to actually pay 4. So we have 1 floating left. And we're going to get 2 robot villain tokens. That are copies of it. So right now we have 4 Mer turbines, which are indestructible, mind you. They're giving all Mer, so these 2 little dudes, +1/+1 each, and you can pay 5 to poop out a Mer, which, you know, pretty good. I'm going to put this mana rock with this dude over here. We have 1 floating. Gonna go ahead and cast Karn. It will make a copy of Karn, but Karn's gonna die. Like, one of them's gonna die on entry. So we're gonna do that. And what we're going to do is set counters to 3, because I'm just gonna drop a construct right away. Add token, construct. Good old Karnstruct. There we go. And you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aha, did it again. I'm just going to all as dust. They have to sacrifice all their stuff. Next turn, we draw. We have an insane amount of mana now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana. We have 14 mana from Karn by himself. So, you know, I'm going to cast this, go down to 11. We get to scry 2 and draw a card, but it's a colorless spell, so we copy it. So we're going to scry 2. I'm going to put this on the bottom. Can I? And then I draw 1, 2. Then we get to scry 2 again. Oh my goodness. I will leave these and draw 2. Not bad. I'm going to play my land for the turn. I still have 11 mana available out of this, right? So I am going to use all 11 for Darksteel Colossus. We get to get a copy of Darksteel Colossus. And then when it hits the battlefield, we have a trigger. So I am actually going to do this and trigger it twice. May as well, right? Like, there's no incentive to not do it. They're 2 little indestructible 2/2s. Robot villain. Robot villain. There we go. That goes like that. And then we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 10 mana available. Ooh, 10 mana available. Not quite enough for Rise of the Eldrazi yet. But what we are going to do is, I'm just going to cast... I'm going to cast Molecule Man. I'm going to throw him over here. It copies the spell, the other copy dies. And then I think that's it. Yeah. On opponent's turn, they play a multicolor spell. We get to draw a card. Oh, yeah. Also, we're gonna... I forgot to do this. We're gonna make another construct. And then on our turn, we go to draw. This is the first card. It has Miracle, but we can't really play it for Miracle because it's a land. Big sad. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Get 19 mana. 12 of it. I'm going to cast Rise of the Eldrazi. It copies, so we get to take 2 extra turns, destroy 2 target permanents, and we're going to draw 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is this? Oh, that's War Room. I don't know why it was doing that, but yeah, and this is exiled. We played our land for the turn. Oh, wow. There's just so many things that we can do. I used 12 of the 19. Go to 16 of the 19. Mystic Forge. That's not an artifact. Use the remaining 3 to play Burnished Heart. We will pay the 4 to make 2 copies of the Burnished Heart. Robot Villain. Robot Villain. Yeah, look at... you get the gist of it. This video's been going on for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's an artifact deck. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm Wes with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. What's